Hello everybody, welcome to the Sound Test Room. Today we're going to take a look at LayR, which has just had a great big massive new update, which is absolutely fantastic because I love LayR. I mean, it's genuinely one of my favourite synths to use. It's just ambient soundscaping genius. Okay, so what we got new here? So you can see we have a new darkened keyboard mode here, and just above this keyboard is the little keyboard icon, which you can just tap on there and you can go back to your light mode if you like. You see in the bottom right hand corner it says dark, so you can do that there, but I'm going to leave it on dark because it's very nice. Also along the top here is where you can select your actual different scales and you can set your own scales, but I am going to stick with the ordinary and close that again. Let's see. Now this new wave, it also has, let's just open this up as well and have a look at the instrument. Here in the center of it, just above, you'll see me moving the actual controller. This is the new wave folder. And what that does is allow you to fold the, it folds into filter 2. I don't know the mechanics and the specifics of this because I'm not a synth programmer. You let the geniuses do this, but LayR is such a massive, vast synth that people are going to love to program this. You know, it's multi-timbral, it's huge. You're going to hear some amazing stuff if you haven't already. And yeah, but it's got this new wave folder, and there is now what we're going to do straight away is go to our presets here, and you see it says on the left hand side there, we can go down to where it says factory folds, and this demonstrates the new folding thing that's been added to the synth as well. Now I'm going to just straight away, you're going to get an arpeggio come straight into your headphones or through your speakers now, so be prepared. I'm going to go with 0-1 BB folded arp jam. We can stop it just by hitting a little sustain pedal here, and we can play it ourselves. I've got it MIDI'd up as well. Genius. Again, we'll go on the next one. We'll stop the autoplay, the latch, and we'll do our own. Complete performances just there at the touch of a button. Now I'm going to skip the ARPs and go to BB Folded Ambient Multi. Now also on the screen now you may notice down the bottom here that pitch bend and modulation has been added to the on-screen keyboard, which was much wanted and very, very cool indeed. So let me I'm going to so it changes the image as well. Also screen recording is brilliant for this because I'm going to move between apps, and it's a very, very dark interface. So it's going to be a lot easier for you guys to see what's going on. Now I'm just going to play some chords on the MIDI keyboard here. And I'm just going to let them hold. See what if I can change that. Now the modulation is fantastic here. I'm going to slowly bring in the modulation wheel. go back to our preset browser and let's listen to Folded Psycho Drone. Now there'll be along the top of the screen it says Textural Wave Folder Experiments. Use the mod wheel and pitch bend while holding very long notes. Okay, so let's do that. Let's hold a couple of bass notes down the bottom here. And this one is more you'll kind of generalize, you know, you basically okay, folding bass now. Long bass octaves for the full effect. Okay, so we also have now an Initialize. So hit that and you're dropped back into your thing. Now, Bryce has also given us over 200 new presets. So what we need to do is just open this here. So I'll go back. So on your main thing, your first, where it says instrument 1, where I'm moving the fader. If you tap the little down arrow, you could select from all of the presets. Now, if you look here, it says Bryce Cine Pad. If you just click on these, also Red Sky Lullaby, and then drum components, effects components, this is where you can build. You don't need to start to program it straight away. This is the very cool thing about LayR. It supplies you with all these tools straight out of the box without you having to actually do anything, and then you can tweak as much as you like. So let's go with Bryce Beasley's cinematic pads here, and then these are all the independent instruments Bryce may have used in his other massive multi-performance presets. So you've got your instrument presets, your basic patches like you have in any synth, and then you have your performance presets. So if I just close this screen a sec, on the right hand side, the little down arrow here where it says default, and I'm moving the fader up there, if you tap the little down arrow there, these are all your performance presets. See, so it says top left hand corner, says load performance. Go back to the actual synth itself, tap the down arrow, and these are your instruments. Okay, so then you can go down to, like, say, Bryce Beasley pad. Let's select the pad numerator, and that's loaded in straight away for you. I mean, even on its own, it's beyond fantastic. So let's close that. That's fine. So then we just need to add another. So let's add something else. Let's add some synth here. Let's. Yeah, like that. So we can mix that out. And just in those two layers that we have there, the pad numerator and Crystallized 82. If we open those up, you'll see that there have been loads of synths just used to build that one synth. So in actual reality here, there are 5, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 independent synthesizers being used to create this sound that I'm playing now. Incredibly brilliant. Now you get to see why I love LayR, because it makes this so easy to build cinematic soundscapes, for progressive, for just all sorts of work. Now let's see, I didn't program those synths, but I certainly put them together, and probably in an order that nobody else has, and I could then go in and make adjustments and stuff. But let's say I like that, I'm going to like that, I'm going to keep it, I'm going to build on it. Over on the right hand side, where I'm moving the fader again, just next to the down arrow is a little up arrow. You just tap that and you can select, and you can see that now do I want to add this to folding? No. So let's add this to okay, bank 1, and let's save this performance in number 5, which is where I've started, and we'll call this, I don't know, let's call it Doug's pad. Okay, and we can just hit that save there, and then if I want to load that particular performance, I just go to bank 1, and there it is, Doug's pad. And or it could load Lonely Alien, which I did earlier. Which is great. So yeah, I mean, just what do you do? What do you say? It's incredible. So I do love, and then again, if you just want to just quickly jump back to your Initialize, you're good to go on that as well. Okay, so I mean, it would be impossible, I think, for anybody to give you an overview, a general overview of how powerful LayR is, but you know, you can just see if you start to imagine the kind of just building your own stuff from stuff that already exists, it's endless. And not only that, it's like I said, when you pick a patch, let's pick something that I know is like one of Bryce's massive patches, Numerator Expert. I love this. This is fantastic. This is. There may be aspects of that patch you don't particularly want, but you love certain aspects of it. But it's easy to then go in and make adjustments. So Bryce has used 2 layers here, and inside those layers is a load of synths in that one, obviously a stack of synths in that one, and 3 synths in that one. So let's see what happens if we start to make slight subtle adjustments. And let's just start with a mix. Let's play the pad as it is now. He's got all those linked. Now I'm not sure how you unlink them, but you obviously clearly you can. So if I knew how to unlink them, which I don't, and that's note on information C also as well along the top now, you could then start to mix those as well. Let's just see if I can work this out. Duplicate layer 4 with links, create newer, duplicate layer 4. Okay, no. So I wonder if somewhere there's a way to do this. Oh, clearly there's a way to do this. Nope. Let's see. I don't know where it is. Not a clue. I can delete a layer. I don't want to do that. There's got to be a really easy way to do this. Link, unlink the layers sort of thing. And I'm kind of guessing it's going to be around here somewhere. Oh yeah, that's you can also decide where you want your sounds to be, your particular instruments to be. No, that's just naming a thing, isn't it? Main is different. That's your mute. I think that's your arpeggiator settings. Don't know. How do I do it? We're getting there. Hang on, we're getting there. Assign. We're getting somewhere now, aren't we? So if what happens if I do this? And then close that. There you go. So you long hold, and then you can assign to layer the link, and you would get there in the end. So at this point now, go into the actual synth itself, obviously, and then start to make adjustments also. Lovely jabbly. Okay guys, I've got on long enough, I think. So there's some of the new things you can do with the newly updated LayR. Like I said, I'm no synth programmer, and I can make it sound pretty okay just by combining sounds that already exist. Okay, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a Patreon, and yeah, like the video, give it a thumbs up, you know. Okie dokie, I'll see you guys later.